This is not the direction any of us are accustomed to traveling. Due south. We'll hardly ever leave our own time zone. But we will travel from the comforts of home and civilization to the absolute wildness of the least hospitable destination on the planet, Antarctica. There are no shortcuts to the bottom of the world, and many stops en route to the end of the earth. Our jet crosses the equator into the southern hemisphere, and we touch down in Santiago, the capital of Chile. After a full day of travel, we're still only halfway to our destination. Though we're continuing beyond Santiago, we experience unavoidable delays. We're forced to clear Chilean customs and recheck our mountain of baggage. That's just the way things go in South America. On any other trip, we'd gladly linger here. But today, our thoughts lie many more miles to the south. We dream of Antarctica, even before seeing it. We stopped for the night in Punta Arenas, southernmost city of the South American landmass. Home to over 100,000, Punta Arenas represents the last outpost of urban civilization before Cape Horn. We pause for last bit of the familiar and the chance to make new friends before departing for the unknown. It may be a while before the crew feels so playful again. Kevin Andrews is known as one of the toughest skiers around. He fears no mountain or any new experience. He currently calls the mountains of Northern California his home. Willie Vogel is known as an adventurous and youthful spirit. He is a permanent fixture with Warren Miller Films, having served as our Canadian film distributor while skiing in 4 different Warren Miller films. Mike Farney is a former coach of the University of Colorado ski team. He currently runs a ranch in Telluride, Colorado, where he lives within walking distance of the slopes. Tom Day now spends his time on the other side of the camera as a freelance cinematographer specializing in ski films. Originally from Vermont, he now resides in Squaw Valley, California. Renowned Antarctic explorer and veteran of many expeditions to the frozen continent, Gordon Wiltsey is both the inspiration and moral compass of our expedition. We'll rely on Gordon to make the decisions to keep us safe and get us home alive.
When I first came down to Antarctica, it really changed my own life. I'd never before seen the kind of wilderness that's here, the vast expanses and the huge mountains that plummet into the sea, and the icebergs floating out in the ocean, and surrounded by porpoising penguins and seals.
Through Gordon's intimate familiarity with the Antarctic Peninsula, we're assured of finding mountains none have skied before. Through adopting his heartfelt devotion to this land, we hope to show the world an unspoiled wilderness worthy of preservation.
This really is a paradise on earth, and I think that anybody who comes down here can't escape feeling that way. And just in seeing it, you want to preserve it, you want to protect it. And in that sense, I think it's important for people to come down here and discover for themselves and communicate to others what is so special about Antarctica and why it's so important that we preserve and protect it.
Our crew is on the move again, ever south, flying over the rugged valleys of Tierra del Fuego, the legendary Land of Fire. Named for the mysterious signal fires of the Ona Indians, Tierra del Fuego remains a fearsome destination. We fly across its snow-covered peaks, considering the journey ahead of us.
One of the most exciting things about Antarctica is that very few ordinary people have ever been almost anywhere on the continent. When I got a call from Willie, Tom, Kevin, and Mike to come down and help them climb and ski down a mountain here, I was ecstatic because I knew that almost any mountain we set our goals on would be a first ascent. And how could I pass up an opportunity like this?
The last stop before heading out over open water is Puerto Williams, a small settlement on Isla Navarino. South of here, our plane must be able to endure the loss of an engine on its flight across the Southern Ocean. Anything that makes us too heavy will be left behind. We'll probably be sorry later for provisions and gear that we had to leave, but this is the only way to Antarctica. This is the last dry runway we'll see until our plane turns north again in a few weeks. Everything to the south of us will be frozen. Named for Sir Francis Drake, the Drake Passage flows like a moat between the world and the unknown continent. These are the waters of the Antarctic confluence, where the cold water of melting ice mixes with the warm currents rounding the tip of South America. What results is an oceanic strip teeming with life, bordering the roughest seas on the planet. Ancient Greek philosophers envisioned a spherical world, believing that a southern continent must exist in order to balance the globe. This never-seen land they named Terra Australis Incognita, the unknown southern land.